Hi, hello. My name is LaZi. It's short for laissez-faire. But you can just call me lazy because that's what I am. I'm very lazy. Um, yeah, this is my debut. I am happy to be here. I think. I think I'm happy to be here. Uh, but here we are. Here I am. Here. Finally starting. I don't think anyone's going to be joining me for this. Um, so I guess just gonna put this out there and see what happens. I think. Yeah. So here I am. Uh, I hope this works. I've never done this before. Well, let me get into this just a second. Hold on. Okay. Uh, oh, I can't pull up any of my things. Okay. Hopefully this is working for you. You can see this. Okay. Hopefully you can see this and it's working for you. Um, so this is me. I don't have a model. I don't have a Vtuber model. This is just my own drawing that I'm using, and I think it looks good. I've never really drawn before, so this is the first. Also, OBS, the first time using that as well, and first time streaming, and first time, um, I've actually first time really using this microphone as well. So I got this like a couple years ago, and I use it every now and then. I guess I use it every now and then, but nothing in a professional sense. Just kind of messing around with it. On Oh yeah, the music was my own music that I was bombarding your ears with. Oh my gosh. Um, uh, Yay, still going. Okay. Uh, Sorry, I just had to check. I wish I could make it so you can't see that, so you just see the presentation. Anyway, yes. So I am doing this without any experience, without any plans exactly. This is just I'm putting myself out there. I just decided, hey, you know, I don't really like talking to people, and I don't really like. I'm not a talker that much anyway. But I've always wanted to be a few years ago I was like, hey, I might want to be a voice actor, but I never really found in. I have a friend who does audio readings, and she makes a pretty good living off that. But I never thought I'm not the sort of person to reach out for help to anyone exactly. So yeah, I'm just doing this on my own. Yeah, And so this is me, LaZi. Pronounce it how you want. I'll probably pronounce it different ways too. Um, LaZi. I have no money, so I could not afford an artist to draw this for me, and I also have I also don't really like learning new things exactly, which is a terrible thing to say. But I don't have a whole lot of motivation, so this is all just being thrown together as I may, I guess, and we'll see what happens with this. But I think but I've always liked to sing, and it makes me happy. So I want to see if I can make money off it this way. And I also love VTubers, so I thought that's a good intersection: voice acting, VTubing, singing. And if it sounds like I'm getting farther and closer to the mic, it's because I'm rocking forward and back right now. No reason, just nervousness, I guess. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay. So yeah, I've done no preparation hardly at all for this. It's just off the cuff. I just learned how to stream with the OBS just a few minutes ago. This is when I was setting up the stream. I was like, okay, how do I do this? I was just Googling like real fast. I've had OBS installed on my computer forever because I thought I might want to become a reactor, but I'm also not very much a reactor. When I'm watching stuff, I just kind of sit there in silence, and sometimes I have thoughts, and sometimes I don't, but nothing ever comes out of my mouth place. So anyway, yeah, about my drawing. So I made this drawing, and then I was making this PowerPoint the other day, and it described my drawing as a rabbit, and I'm not a rabbit. I'm a demon plushie. Yeah, just a furry little demon plushie. I kind of think I'm a mixture of design wise. I think I'm a mixture of Debiru and and Chibi Doki. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, I'm very bad at talking to people and communicating, and so this is all very new, and I'm excited to start this journey. We're already at 30 minutes, so I've only been talking for like 10 of those, maybe less. Oh gosh, I should have brought my water bottle over here. Give me a second. And I'm back. Okay, next slide. So my goals for the next year are 500 to 1,000 subscribers. Will be great. I know generally male VTubers don't have as big an audience. Someone who doesn't even watch male VTubers. Yeah, so how do I expect people to watch me if I don't watch them? I guess. I turned onto a random stream from a Hollow Stars VTuber the other day, and it was he was singing a song about brains. Yeah, I looked it up. It was actually very interesting. So apparently, the song he was singing, this brain song, was from Grimp Adventures of Billy and Mandy, and the composer, he he's a kind of an indie band, and this was like his big break. But the Cartoon Network didn't give him the credit for the song that he wrote for the show, even though they used it in all their advertising. It's crazy. Yep, always be clear that you want credit for your work. Speaking of, I forgot if I mentioned the music at the beginning was mine. I think I mentioned that. The music that was assaulting your ears and mine. So yeah, that's that. And then I want to get a collab at some point this year. A collab would be really great, I think. I don't know with who, but that'd be great. And okay, so yeah, and the debate thing. So this isn't my actual debut. This is like training period, I guess you could say. This is like the period of time which I'm going to be training to become a proper VTuber and learning all the ropes and stuff. This is the next year-ish is that. And I hope to be monetized by the time I officially debut. That'd be great to get monetized by then. I doubt all my channel is going to grow like that, but we'll see. We'll see. Yeah. So now I'm going to talk about, speaking of collabs, and yeah, like I said, I really like VTubers, and here are a few of the ones that I really like. I would love to be able to sing with one of these people at some point and perform, be in a music video. That'd be so cool. Oh my gosh. You have Fillion there. I don't know. She doesn't really sing much. But like Herb, I don't really watch her videos actually that much, but I love her voice. So I have heard of it. Narissa, I love Narissa. Bay, Bay's so cool and funny. And Fuamoko, they are those, yeah. Mori, of course. There's Mori, Crony, and I also threw in a few JP members as well in there. Subaru, you see little Miko up top. The Shoujo people, Henya with her melons. I was like, what picture should I use? And I was like, it has to be the one with their melons. It has to be that one. Also, I really like, I'm a big fan of reaction videos. I subscribe to a lot of reaction channels. And a few VTuber reactors as well. Like Alicia X Life. She is one of my Oshis. I love her so much. And so, yeah. Of course, Bibu's pretty big back there. I don't know if I consider to be my Kami Yoshi, though. I don't know if I have one. But it would have to be someone on the screen. Yeah, I can't think of who it would be. So I think I'm just going to move on. Yeah. But I do like watching all their streams when clips of their streams. I sometimes watch streams, but most of the time it's just clips. So yeah. Again, I wish I could name someone as a Kamiyoshi. I'll figure it out eventually. I just have such a hard time deciding. Yeah. I'm terrible at picking favorites. I don't know. It's got to be one of them though. They're definitely they're all tied for number one in my heart. There's a few little things that you have to search for in this. Like there's some obvious stuff and some not so obvious stuff. Like something pretty obvious is like you can see little monkey and Iron Mouse's Connor and Iron Mouse's arm, and the Otomo hanging off of Miko's I want to say I want to call it calic, but it's an ahegao, or is that No, that's the face. That's the face. No, it's ahoge. Ahoge. It's kids should never confuse those two words. Such an unfortunate thing. Hold on, let me check my stream stuff again. Yeah. Okay. Yep. Still just me. And moving on. Okay. Yeah. So on the next slide is some lore, because every VTuber needs to have some lore. So we'll move on to that. So, okay. So here we go. Once upon a time, in a faraway kingdom, there was a jester. The jester was dragged into the king's court day in and day out to entertain his majesty and his audience. He wasn't particularly funny, but the king was easily entertained, and the jester managed to satisfy him, if only just. However, the jester longed for more. He wanted to sing. The only issue was he was an even worse singer than he was a jester. Many years passed, and eventually he decided he would take a risk. He'd heard the king humming a popular bard's song earlier that day, and on a whim, the jester performed the song for the king. It wasn't as though he never sung during his acts, but it was always done comedically. This was the first time he truly sung in front of an audience. The king grimaced. "My ears have been sullied by your wretched voice. I cannot even laugh." The king waved the jester away and had him executed. Once underneath the dangling noose, the jester let out a deafening wail. "I'd love to sing. All I wanted was to see the king with a genuine smile. I thought my singing in all of its flaws would make him happy." He hung his head. "No, it was a selfish whim, but I did want to make someone happy. Anyone, even if it was just me." Those were his last words. After his hanging, he was turned into a demon and forced to perform for an empty audience chamber full of nobody. So that's some lore. I don't know who it's for, but it's definitely for someone. I don't know if it fits my character or not. So I'm sure it's someone's lore, not mine. Oh, right, I forgot. It has a little. I can make it go meow, 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 meow. I don't know what that sound is. Okay, so now I'm gonna sing a song. I've got to do it now. Got to do it now. Otherwise, I might get noise complaints for singing so late. Oh wait, that's the sound of me doing. Okay. Okay, it'll be a musical theater song, because I don't know what will be copyright claimed or not. I figure musical theater is the safest choice for now, so that's what I'm doing. Okay, here we go. Purpose. It's that little flame that lights a fire under your ass. Ha! Purpose. It keeps you going strong, like a car with a full tank of gas. Everyone else has a purpose, so what's mine? Huh? Oh look, here's a penny. It's from the year I was born. It's a sign So yeah, that was that. And oh shoot. Oh, I'm getting errors. Why am I getting errors? I peaked the mic. Is that what happened? Oh my gosh. Wait. It did my okay. Oh boy. So we'll see what happened when I look back on this. Okay. Um moving on to the next part. Okay, moving on. Okay, here's my schedule. Um Sunday or Monday evenings around 7 p.m. ish, maybe 6. I don't know. We'll see. On Mondays it'll definitely like closer to 7, but it might be 6 on Sundays. Um so my work schedule varies from week to week, so I can't guarantee that it'll be both those days. I can only guarantee maybe it'll be one of those days, and I'll probably only be able to stream once a week, maybe more than once. I can't say for certain. And like I said, this is kind of like a training period for me. I would like to have an actual live 2D model and presentation is a bit more polished. And also, I hope to write an original song and get an MV if possible, music video ready by then as well. But I currently am making like zero money right now, even though I work 4 days a week. All my money goes to my student loans, and I'm trying to find a second job for like 8 months now, and so many places are hiring around me, but they're not hiring me. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. It's just the job market, I guess. And of course, right now it's especially unfortunate because all the college kids are back from college and looking for summer jobs, and so I'm getting passed over for people without bills to pay. Oh, I'm not salty. I'm not salty. I've been searching for a long time. So anyway, this is just hold me over. I hope to be able to make money from this, but I definitely don't expect it anytime soon. But we'll see. Oh yeah, okay. So, according to my lore, I sing for nobody. So my fan names will be Nobody. So that way, when someone asks, if they hear me talking in my room, they'll be like, "Who are you talking to?" And I'll be like, "Nobody." And so that's what you'll be called, Nobody. Especially, it's also it's kind of from Odysseus when he steals the golden fleece, and the giant asks, was it a giant Cyclops asks, "Who are you? What's your name?" And Odysseus replies, "I am Nobody," and he's like, "I'll get you, Nobody." So yeah, that's kind of what it is. That's what it's from. Smart, right? Okay, so now for what I'll actually be doing during my streams. Most of them will probably be like short streams, like 30 to 40 minutes. So I'm thinking a VTuber theater, which is kind of like if you saw those Jimmy Fallon sketches way back in the day, where he did Mad Lib Theater. It's kind of like that, but with VTubers. But that's only when I start getting collabs. And then, of course, singing. I'll be doing a lot of singing. I'm a big light novel fan, and I can do manga readings as well. Light novel manga readings will probably be a lot of what I do. Short form reaction content. I don't think I'll be doing any shows or movies because, like I said, when I'm watching things, I am dead silent. Yeah, so, and then my other idea was rewrite it, where I take famous scenes from classic books and rewrite it because, they need a little more spice, a little more flair, and that'll be submitted by my viewers, I think. And of course, just chatting streams. And as I said, I don't have any money, and my computer is a Mac Mini, so it can't support Steam, let alone games. So my goal is eventually to get a gaming computer and add gaming content when I have the money to get said computer. So that's the goal. That's the short-term goal anyway. And I think that's just about everything. I thank you all for belated viewings. Yeah. So that's it for me. And yeah. Thank you. I was kind of too lazy to think of an outro. So I'll just say bye. See ya. Thank you for watching. I hope to do more streams soon. And that's it. Thank you. Bye.